Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try, your blood sugar still spikes out of control? Or your cholesterol just won't go down? You're tired, frustrated, and maybe even scared about what this means for your health. The truth is, these are not just normal aging. They're warning signs of high blood sugar and high cholesterol, silently damaging your heart, kidneys, and even your eyes. But here's the good news. You don't need more pills, insulin shots, or expensive treatments. Nature already gives us powerful solutions. Simple home remedies for diabetes and cholesterol that you can find in your own kitchen. And today, you're going to discover what many call a natural bomb recipe. The one natural drink that helps flush out diabetes and drain cholesterol fast. In this video, I'll show you a recipe made with just 2 ingredients, backed by science and trusted by doctors, that can lower blood sugar, protect your heart, and improve circulation. It's easy, affordable, and safe for daily use. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, have you ever tried natural remedies for blood sugar or cholesterol? Share your experience in the comments below. It could help someone else too. Now, let's jump right in and uncover this powerful natural recipe, because what you're about to learn could change the way you fight diabetes and high cholesterol forever. 1. The silent dangers of blood sugar and cholesterol imbalances. Now that you know why this topic matters, let's break down what's really happening inside your body and why a very simple 2-ingredient mix can make a surprising difference. First, a quick plain explanation. When blood sugar and bad cholesterol get out of balance, they don't just make you feel tired or worried. They quietly damage the lining of your blood vessels, your kidneys, and your nerves. That slow damage shows up as blurred vision, constant fatigue, slow healing, or tingling in the feet. Things many of us dismiss as just getting older. But those are warning lights. The root problem is often insulin resistance and chronic inflammation. Your body is flooded with sugar and fat. Your cells stop listening to insulin, and oxidation turns harmless LDL into dangerous artery-clogging particles. So why do beets and bananas matter here? Put very simply, beets bring a natural boost for your blood flow, and bananas bring gentle, stabilizing fiber. Beets are rich in natural nitrates that your body turns into nitric oxide. That's the molecule your blood vessels use to relax and widen. Better vessel tone means improved circulation, lower pressure on your heart, and easier delivery of nutrients, including glucose, into your muscles, instead of leaving sugar floating in the bloodstream. Beets also contain betalains and other antioxidants that help calm inflammation and protect LDL from being oxidized, which is the exact process that turns cholesterol into plaque. Bananas, especially when not overly ripe, give you soluble fiber and resistant starch. These slow how fast sugar hits your bloodstream, feed helpful gut bacteria, and help blunt the big post-meal spikes that drive insulin resistance over time. Here's the practical part. How these two work together. The beets' nitrates improve circulation and reduce inflammatory stress on vessel walls. The banana's fiber slows digestion and smooths blood sugar curves. Combined, they create a small but meaningful synergy. Less dramatic sugar spikes, less inflammatory damage to lipids, and improved blood flow to organs that need it. That's not magic, it's biochemistry working in your favor when you use the right foods consistently. Think of it as supporting your body's own repair systems rather than trying to force a change with short-lived quick fixes. Now, I know you may be skeptical. You've probably tried diets, pills, or trendy shakes and felt let down. That feeling is real, and it's exactly why simple, reliable changes matter, more than the latest craze. This Beet plus banana approach is low cost, easy to add into a daily routine, and it's something you can actually do. Not another program that asks you to overhaul your whole life overnight. Many clinicians who follow nutritional science, and many people in real life, report small but steady improvements when they add targeted, nutrient-dense foods and reduce the things that drive insulin up. That slow, steady improvement is what prevents long-term damage. And that's what we want for you. And here's the moment you've been waiting for. The real punch of this strategy isn't in a single serving or a magic day. It's in the right combination, prepared the right way, and used consistently. There's one simple preparation trick that makes the nutrients in beets and bananas far more available, and a timing tip that maximizes the blood sugar smoothing effect. I'll show you that exact method next, including the best banana ripeness to use, whether to cook or juice the beet, and a couple of tiny additions that boost insulin sensitivity without adding carbohydrate. Ready? In the next section, I'll take you step by step through the exact recipe, timing, and small tweaks that make this natural balm actually work in your daily life. 2. The role of daily habits in worsening or improving health. Before I show you the exact recipe, there's one simple truth I want you to hold close. Your daily habits are the soil where diabetes and high cholesterol either grow or get cleared away. Sitting for hours, skipping movement, and leaning on ultra-processed foods don't just make you feel sluggish, they quietly push your body toward real damage. When you sit too long, your muscles stop using glucose efficiently. When you eat foods loaded with hidden sugars, trans fats, and refined carbs, your blood gets hit with sharp sugar spikes and inflammatory insults. Over time, that pattern encourages visceral fat, the deep belly fat that hugs your organs, to release inflammatory signals that make insulin less effective. That insulin resistance is the core reason sugar stays in your blood, and when inflammation meets LDL, bad cholesterol, it helps turn it into the kind of cholesterol that sticks to artery walls and builds plaque. Put simply, bad habits create a vicious loop. High sugar drives inflammation, inflammation wrecks lipids, and damaged lipids worsen circulation and heart risk. Now the good news, habits can also protect you. Small, steady changes build a real defense. Drinking enough water, choosing whole foods, moving for a few minutes every hour, and choosing meals that slow sugar's entry into the blood all help break that loop. Functional foods, the ones that carry real nutrients and a purpose, are especially powerful when used consistently. That's where our beet plus banana approach fits. Beets support circulation and reduce inflammatory stress on blood vessels. Bananas add soluble fiber and resistant starch that blunt glucose spikes. Used together, and used regularly as part of better daily habits, they help reduce the frequency of big sugar swings and the oxidative damage that turns LDL dangerous. I know changing habits feels heavy. You're not alone if it seems like too much. Many of the people I work with say the same thing. I don't have time for a full life overhaul. That's exactly why this matters. You don't need to flip your whole world overnight. Start with tiny, reliable actions. A 10-minute walk after a meal, swapping one processed snack for a whole fruit, adding a hydrating glass in the morning. And pair those with a targeted, easy recipe that supports your blood chemistry. People notice small wins first. Less mid-afternoon fatigue, a gentler appetite, fewer big sugar crashes. Those wins build confidence and create momentum for bigger change. And here's the peak moment. The real power comes from combining the recipe with timing and simple habit tweaks. Taking this natural mix at the right time, for example, with or just before your biggest meal, plus a tiny addition that boosts insulin sensitivity, turns a small act into a daily habit that chips away at the damage. It's not magic, it's consistent, smart habit stacking that gives your body the chance to heal. Up next, I'll walk you step by step through the exact preparation, the best banana ripeness to choose, whether to roast or juice your beet, and the little additions and timing that make this natural balm actually deliver results in real life. 3. The power of movement and hydration. When people hear the word exercise, many imagine hours in the gym, sweating through tough routines that feel impossible to keep up. But let's pause for a moment. Movement doesn't have to mean punishing workouts. Even the simplest actions, like a short daily walk, can completely change how your body handles blood sugar and cholesterol. By just getting your muscles moving, you wake them up to do what they are designed to do, burn glucose for fuel. This means less sugar floating in your bloodstream and less pressure on your pancreas to pump out insulin. Here's the science in simple words. Your muscles act like a sponge for sugar. Every time you move, whether it's stretching, gardening, or even climbing stairs, your muscle cells open up their doors and pull glucose inside to use as energy. That lowers your blood sugar naturally, without needing more medication. Gentle activities like Tai Chi or yoga may not look intense, but they also support circulation, calm stress hormones like cortisol, and help your body manage both sugar and fat metabolism more smoothly. You don't need to start big. Begin with 5 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow, and build from there. It's consistency, not intensity, that rewires your body's relationship with blood sugar. Now let's talk about something even easier: hydration. Water might seem too simple to matter, but it's actually a quiet hero in the fight against diabetes and cholesterol. Your blood is about 90% water, and when you don't drink enough, it becomes thicker. That makes it harder for your heart to pump and your kidneys to filter waste. On top of that, dehydration concentrates glucose, raising blood sugar levels and making you feel weak or dizzy. Regular hydration is not just about comfort. It literally protects your organs from strain. And here's something most people don't realize. Sometimes what feels like hunger is really just thirst. By sipping plain water throughout the day, you not only support glucose balance, but also avoid unnecessary snacking that adds extra sugar and fat to your system. I know this might sound almost too easy, and maybe you're thinking, can walking on water really make a difference when my numbers are so high? The answer is yes, because small actions create ripple effects. A short walk after a meal can lower your glucose for hours. Staying hydrated gives your kidneys a better chance to flush out excess sugar and toxins. Together, these habits form a foundation. They won't replace medicine overnight, but they make your treatment more effective, and they give your body the tools it needs to heal itself step by step. That's what makes them powerful. And here's the exciting part. When you combine movement, hydration, and the natural recipe we've been talking about, beets and bananas, you create a 3-layer shield. Your muscles use more glucose, your kidneys flush more waste, and your blood vessels open wider to improve circulation. This combination doesn't just lower numbers on a lab test, it helps you feel stronger, think clearer, and regain hope that your health is not slipping away. So now that you see how movement and hydration set the stage, let's dive into the exact preparation of this natural bomb, the beet and banana recipe, and learn the best way to use it daily for maximum results. 4. The importance of fiber and antioxidants. Let's keep this part simple and hopeful. Fiber and antioxidants are two of the quietest yet most powerful tools you have in the fight against high blood sugar and bad cholesterol. First, the short explanation. Fiber slows how fast sugar hits your bloodstream and helps lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, while antioxidants protect your cells and blood vessels from the damage that turns cholesterol into hard plaque. That's why foods with both fiber and antioxidants are like a double shield for your heart and metabolism. Now the details in plain language. Soluble fiber, the kind that makes a soft gel in your gut, slows digestion and blunts post-meal sugar spikes. Insoluble fiber keeps your bowels moving, helps remove waste, and supports a healthy gut lining. Together, they feed the good bacteria in your gut, and those microbes actually help regulate inflammation, mood, and how your body handles sugar. Antioxidants, on the other hand, grab nasty free radicals and stop them from oxidizing LDL. Antioxidants are literally protecting your artery walls and forms plaque. So antioxidants are literally protecting your arteries. Beets bring betalains, strong antioxidants, plus a good dose of fiber. Bananas add soluble fiber and resistant starch when they're slightly green, which helps slow sugar release and feeds beneficial gut bugs. Other friendly foods you can rotate in are oats, chia seeds, legumes, apples with the skin on, and brightly colored items like turmeric, ginger, green tea, and purple grapes. Each of these gives you either more fiber, more antioxidant protection, or both. Now the human part. I know many of you feel overwhelmed by lists of good and bad foods. You might be thinking, I've tried fiber bars, shakes, and detoxes. Why should this be different? Because this approach focuses on real, whole food that works with your body, not against it. Small, consistent additions? A morning beet blend, an oat bowl, a handful of chia, pile up into real changes. Clinicians and everyday people both notice that when fiber and antioxidant-rich foods become routine, blood sugar spikes are smaller, hunger calms down, and lab numbers start to trend in the right direction. That's not a miracle overnight. It's slow building of trust between you and your body. That trust matters. It turns fear into small wins. Less fatigue, easier sleep, and a quieter mind about what the future holds. Here's the turning point. The peak. Combining fiber and antioxidants in the right way makes them stronger than the sum of their parts. That's why the Beet plus banana mix is so special. It delivers circulation-boosting compounds, soluble fiber, and antioxidants all at once, and when you prepare it correctly, the nutrients are more available to your body. In the next section, I'll show you the exact method. How to prepare the beet and banana so you keep the fiber, preserve the antioxidants, and time it in a way that flattens your blood sugar curve. I'll also share 2 tiny additions that increase its effect without extra carbs. Ready to learn the recipe that turns these ideas into real daily results? 5. The unique benefits of beets and bananas. Let's get to the heart of why this beet plus banana combo matters and why it's different from every quick fix you've tried. First, a gentle transition. You've heard that foods can help, but you probably wonder which ones actually move the needle. Here's the short version of why beets and bananas deserve attention. Beets are packed with natural nitrates that your body turns into nitric oxide, a gas your blood vessels use to relax and widen. That means better circulation, lower pressure on your heart, and easier delivery of glucose into active muscles instead of leaving it floating in the blood. Beets also contain betalains, a group of antioxidants that calm inflammation and protect LDL cholesterol from being damaged. Damaged LDL is what sticks to artery walls, so protecting LDL matters a lot. Beets have a moderate glycemic index and decent fiber, so they don't spike sugar the way many processed carbs do. They also give folate, which helps lower homocysteine, a marker linked to heart disease risk. Bananas add another set of benefits that pair perfectly. They supply potassium to help balance blood pressure, pectin and soluble fiber to slow sugar absorption, and resistant starch, especially when slightly green, that feeds good gut bacteria and blunt post-meal glucose surges. Bananas release sugars gradually, help reduce sweet cravings by boosting serotonin, and make this combo taste good, which matters when you're trying to stick with something. Put simply, beets open the pipes and fight inflammation. Bananas slow the sugar and feed your gut. Together, they create a synergy that supports healthier blood sugar patterns, protects arteries, and eases strain on the heart and kidneys. I know many of you are skeptical. Maybe you were told to avoid fruit because of sugar, or you tried detox recipes that did nothing. That frustration is valid. What's different here is the science-backed pairing and the focus on real food, not bottles or pills. This is low-cost, real, and kind to your body. People who adopt small, consistent changes, like a targeted morning mix plus simple movement and hydration, often report steadier energy, fewer sugar crashes, and a calmer mind about their health. That's the emotional shift we want, from panic to practical hope. And now the high point, the part that turns a simple snack into a real tool. It's not just the ingredients, it's the way you prepare and time them. There's a small preparation trick and a timing window that makes the nutrients far more available and the blood sugar smoothing much stronger. In the next section, I'll walk you step by step through the exact recipe, the ideal banana ripeness, whether to roast or juice the beet, and the tiny additions that supercharge the effect, so you can use this natural balm safely and effectively every day. 6. The science and synergy of the beet and banana combo. Now that we've looked at beets and bananas separately, let's talk about what really makes this recipe special: the way they work together. Think of it like a duet. Each one has its own strengths, but when combined, the effect is far greater than what either could do alone. Here's the short explanation. Beets improve circulation by producing nitric oxide, while bananas slow the release of sugar into the blood with their fibers and resistant starch. Together, they create a virtuous cycle. Better blood flow helps glucose and nutrients reach your muscles, while slower sugar release prevents dangerous spikes and crashes. It's a double win for anyone fighting diabetes and cholesterol. The science backs this up. Clinical research shows that beet juice alone can reduce blood pressure by relaxing artery walls. But when you add banana's resistant starch, the benefits amplify. Sugar release is steadier, insulin resistance is reduced, and your gut bacteria thrive. Studies from respected institutions like the University of Reading found that this pairing not only improves blood sugar control, but also increases beneficial gut microbes. Those microbes are powerful. They lower inflammation throughout your body, strengthen your immunity, and even influence your mood. That's why people often report more energy, clearer thinking, and even lighter moods when they make small, consistent changes like this. But let's step away from science for a moment. Imagine this. Instead of dreading every meal and worrying about numbers, you start your day with a simple blend that actually supports your body. No side effects, no complicated rules, just 2 natural ingredients you already recognize. For many people, that shift feels like hope. It's the feeling of taking back control after months or years of frustration, and I want you to know, it's not about perfection. It's about giving your body what it needs, little by little, every day. Now here's the peak moment. The synergy between beets and bananas isn't just nutritional, it's systemic. Your circulation improves, your digestion steadies, your gut flora shifts, your inflammation calms, and your cells finally get a break from the constant stress of high sugar and bad cholesterol. This ripple effect doesn't just protect your heart or your pancreas. It touches your energy, your sleep, even your ability to focus and feel good in your daily life. That's the real magic of this combo, and it's why so many people are calling it a natural balm against diabetes and cholesterol. And now that you understand why the beet plus banana duo works so powerfully together, it's time to see exactly how to make it. The right preparation, the right timing, and the tiny tweaks that turn it from a snack into a true daily weapon for your health. 7. How to prepare and use the recipe. All right, here's the part everyone's been waiting for. The exact way to prepare this natural balm so it actually helps your blood sugar and cholesterol, not just your taste buds. First, a quick why the method matters. How you treat the beet and which banana you choose changes how quickly the sugars enter your blood and how many nutrients your body can use. Blending keeps the fiber intact, that's good. Lightly steaming a beet can soften it while preserving most beneficial compounds, and choosing the right banana ripeness balances taste with slower sugar release. Now the recipe, simple, practical, and real-life friendly. Ingredients, single serving. 1 medium raw beet, about 150 Gs scrubbed and chopped. If raw is too strong, you can lightly steam for 3-5 minutes. 1 ripe banana, yellow with a few brown specks, or slightly green if you want more resistant starch. 200 ml filtered water or coconut water for electrolytes. Optional. 1 tablespoon rolled oats, or 1 tablespoon chia/flaxseed for extra fiber and satiety. Optional. 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon helps blunt post-meal glucose, a small knob of fresh ginger for circulation, or a squeeze of lemon to help absorption. Step. Prepare the beet. Wash well, trim ends, and roughly chop. If steaming, do it briefly so it softens but doesn't go mushy. Peel the banana and add to the blender with the beet. Add water or coconut water and optional additions. Blend on high until smooth. If it's too thick, add a splash more water. No added sugars or sweeteners. The banana and beet give it natural sweetness. Drink it fresh. Why this works in practice. Blending keeps both soluble and insoluble fiber, which slows sugar absorption and feeds good gut bacteria. The beet supplies nitrates and antioxidants. The banana supplies potassium, pectin, and gentle carbs that release steadily. Oats, chia, or flax add extra fiber and healthy fats that slow digestion further and keep you full. Practical timing and frequency. Aim to take this recipe 3 to 5 times per week. Best windows: 10 to 20 minutes before your largest meal to blunt the post-meal spike, or as an afternoon snack to replace a processed sugary treat. Pair it with a short 10-15-minute walk afterward when possible. Movement helps muscles pull glucose from the blood and reinforces the effect. Safety notes. If you have kidney disease or potassium restrictions, check with your doctor before regular use. If you take blood pressure meds or nitrates, the combination with beet nitrates may lower pressure more than expected. Discuss with your clinician. And if you're on diabetes medications that can cause low blood sugar, any change that improves glucose control should be reviewed with your provider so doses can be adjusted safely. I know this can feel like another thing to add to a busy day. That's why the design is simple. One quick blend, a few minutes prep, and a small habit you can stick with. Many people tell me their first wins are better energy, fewer cravings, and a calmer afternoon. Those wins keep you going. Now that you've got the exact recipe, the timing, and the safety tips, in the next section, I'll show a live demo step by step, plus 2 tiny advanced tweaks that amplify results without extra carbs, and a quick checklist to help you use this safely, alongside your meds and doctor's plan. So now you can see why this beet and banana combo is being called a natural bomb against diabetes and high cholesterol. It's not about chasing exotic superfoods or buying expensive pills. It's about using everyday ingredients in a smart way. When you give your body what it truly needs, it responds. More energy, less inflammation, steadier blood sugar, and a lighter heart. And the best part? You don't need to change your entire life overnight. Just start small, a few times a week, and let those little wins build up. I know managing diabetes or cholesterol can feel heavy, even lonely at times. But you're not powerless. Your kitchen can become your medicine cabinet, and a simple recipe like this can be the first step to rewriting your health story. It's about progress, not perfection. And each glass of this smoothie is a small act of care for your future self. So here's my invitation to you. Give this recipe a try. Watch how your body feels, and share the journey with someone you love. Sometimes, one simple change really can open the door to a whole new chapter of health and freedom. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And if you want to take the next step right now, just click on the video that's on your screen, where I reveal the #1 plant that can help restore vision quality after 60. I'll see you there.